Romance is, by its very nature, the name given to the speed of flight that refuses to be captured. Nevertheless, humans have transferred their ideals into cages, molded them into manageable forms, and placed collars on the wild spirit of rebellion. The moment a dream is domesticated, it ceases to be a dream and transforms into a domesticated animal called habit. Tamed, elusive romance is a longing that has forgotten how to flee. It is an escape route disguised as obedience, secretly preserving only the method of escape. People wish to possess freedom. But freedom that is possessed is nothing more than a taxidermied specimen of freedom. A bird in flight displayed on a wall preserves only the memory of its flapping wings, forever losing the present, the wind. Every day I look up at the same sky. I call the same clouds by different names and rewrite the same loneliness as a new philosophy. Repetition is not boredom. Perhaps it is a ritual of repetition so that existence does not forget itself. That is why romance learns to pretend to be tamed. It transforms even the sound of dragging chains into music and misreads the bars of the cage as a musical staff. And in the dead of night, when no one notices, only the most obedient shadow arrives at the season outside before its master. Only the empty shell greets the morning, and people call the warmth left behind peace of mind. Yet, peace of mind is the final disguise left behind by a soul that has successfully escaped. The name I is nothing more than a convenient keyhole for managing me. The true self is always flowing away to the side that this key can never unlock. Thought is not a skeleton. It dreams of cartilage quietly detaching from the skeleton. Words are not boats carrying meaning, but echoes that gain buoyancy only at the moment meaning sinks. Therefore, the more familiar a romance is, the farther it slips away unnoticed. What runs amok is easily caught. Only what remains still deceives time's surveillance. And what remains in the end is merely the record that no one escaped. Only the fingertips that carefully close that record have already made a beautiful escape to the outside of the world. The weight my palm remembers is no longer the weight of chains. The chains are woven into my viscera, becoming the very map of my blood vessels, and I possess only the right to misread them as freedom. Domestication is not the endpoint of domination, but a celebration in which, the moment the cycle is complete, the boundary between subject and object dissolves. The keeper finds his own outline in the obedience of the kept, while the kept can find the shadow of freedom only in the performance of obedience. This is not nostalgia for that first instant when the chain was still a chain, but the very vertigo of witnessing the moment of metamorphosis when the chain transforms into a blood vessel. The verb to escape encompasses a double crime. Like hair shedding from the skin, it is dead, yet it continues to maintain the illusion of ownership, that it is still a part of me. Here, escape itself is nothing more than the exit point inscribed from the very beginning in the design of the enclosure, in other words, the freedom prepared by the keeper. The paradox is that the very intensity of my resistance at the moment I attempt to escape serves as an indicator of satisfaction for the keeper. To whom does the shed skin belong? The skin shed by a snake is no longer the snake's, yet only the gaze that recognizes it as what was once a snake continues to give the skin meaning. This gaze is the new chain. Romance is nothing other than the anesthetic effect of language, which creates the illusion that one can escape what is, by its very nature, inescapable. The horror of becoming accustomed to captivity lies not in the disappearance of pain, but in the numbness of the nerves, where pain is no longer registered as such. And the despair of breaking free lies not in the attainment of freedom, but in the loss of the very standard by which freedom is measured. It is a rare singularity where the ultimate form of captivity and the ultimate form of escape overlap at exactly the same point. Now, at the farthest reaches of domestication, I find myself doubting the very sensibility that leads me to perceive my own chains as beautiful. Even this doubt is yet another deeper bit, one called healthy self-criticism, tolerated by the tamer. Within this circular structure, which, like a Mobius strip, has lost the distinction between inside and outside, breaking free and remaining are no longer antonyms but merely two phases of the same movement. Admiring the chains as ornaments, calling only the beauty of the trajectories they trace freedom, an endless yet undeniably sweet perversion.